Христос рождається!
Bishop Patrick, Monsignor David, Father Taras,
distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and dear children, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome to you all. My name is Boyan.
And my name is Ida Maximov, and we will guide you today through the program.
Welcome to our Church of Our Lady of Holy Patronage and St. Alban for our concert of carols. Before I begin, may I just say a few words about those taking part. Firstly, pupils of the Ukrainian language school. The school was founded in February of 1955 and has taught 3 generations of Ukrainian children language, literature, history, geography, culture and traditions of Ukraine. Secondly, the Boyan male choir, which was originally formed in 1979 and performed until the early part of this century, then after a period of inactivity, reformed in May of last year to take part in events to raise awareness Ukraine's plight since Russia's invasion. Thirdly, Zahrava Ladies choir, originally formed in 1986 and performed until the mid-1990s. This choir also reformed in October of last year, when our local ladies were joined by the Ukrainian displaced sisters who have found shelter here in Nottingham.
Ваша Екселенція, всечесні отці, шановні гості, пані та панове, дорогі діти. Бажаємо вам благословенних і мирних свят і кращого Нового року. Маємо шану сьогодні, що отець Давид, наш парох та бувший член хору Boyan, разом із хором Zahrava розпочнуть концерт під співанням псалмів з великого повечір'я Різдва «З нами Бог». А відтак, після Різдвяного привіту, збірний хор заспіває «Бог предвічний народився» в обробці Андрія Натешина.
To all Ukrainians, we wish you a blessed and peaceful Christmas. And to everyone here and throughout our troubled world, a better, happier and tranquil New Year. Ukrainian traditions are many, but the Christian aspect takes precedence. On Christmas Day, Ukrainians attend church and the liturgy is preceded with an extract of Isaiah's psalm about God's promise to send his only begotten Son to save the world. This is sung to a repeated refrain, God is with us. Today, we are honoured that our parish priest, Monsignor David Senek, a former member of Boyan male choir, will join us to sing a verse of the psalm, and Zahrava will sing, God is with us. After which, Monsignor David will address us with traditional Ukrainian Christmas greeting, Christ is born, to which we respond, praise him. The choirs will then sing one of our oldest and best known carols, God Eternal is Born, arranged by Andriy Timothyshuk.
Our next carol describes the Nativity.
A new joy has occurred and will be sung by the joint choirs.
Добрий вечір, шановні пане господарі, небо і земля.
Under the leadership of singer-songwriter Irina Musa, we are delighted to introduce pupils of our local Ukrainian school, which is named after Lesya Ukrainka, Ukraine's most famous female poet and author. They will sing "Good Evening to Our Host" and "Heaven and Earth Triumph."
Thank you.
Boyan will now sing 3 carols. What is this wonder? Arranged by Zahrava, the story of the Virgin Mary giving birth to a son. Soloist Boyan. In Bethlehem there is news today, arranged by Stanislav Gutkiewicz, the story of the Nativity. And thirdly, Don't Cry Rachel, arranged by Tadej Kupczynski and Mikola Kolesa. The tragic massacre of the innocents by Herod's soldiers, which was quotes from Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 15. The scene where Jacob's wife Rachel, often referred to as the mother of the Hebrew nation, weeping for her children in the town of Ramah. The words of the carol: "Don't cry, Rachel, your children are whole for the loss of their lives. They have been rewarded with a place in heaven." Soloist is Yuri. choir, Zahrava, will now sing 3 carols. Star in the heavens, a star has appeared, and with its brightness has lit up the world. Wondrous news! A child is born to a virgin in a stable and laid in a manger. Arranged by Alexander Koshetz and Viktor Stepulko. 3 kings. As the Magi travel to see the baby Jesus, Herod tells them to return, but an angel warns them to travel home by a different route in order not to tell Herod where Jesus is.
Чоловічий хор Боян представить підлогу українських колядників тут в Англії, відвідуючи хати, де живуть українці, з колядою, щедрівкою і віншуванням. Входячи в дім, спочатку співають «Добрий вечір, тобі, пане господарю», обробка Кирила Стеценка. «Днесь поюще купно граймо», обробка Кирила Стеценка. Затим слідує віншування, Євген Яремченко віншує парку до цього храму і закінчує все щедрівкою «Щедрий вечір, добрий вечір».
Ukrainians have two types of carols. Kolyady, sang from Christmas Eve until Candlemas. They are Christian rhyme, but the songs originate from the rituals of the cult of the sun festivals. We also sing Szczedrivke, sung from New Year's Eve until Candlemas. These carols express desire and prosperity, good fortune and health. These originate from the ancient festivals of greeting spring, the start of the year, and new beginnings. The word Szczedry translates as bountiful. The songs would predict the bounty to come, as in good harvests, prosperity, and health. Another tradition is to recite poetry or verses to wish those present good fortune and health. Many of these verses are tailored for individuals, not just groups of people. This might also be an appropriate time to mention that Ukrainian religious festivals follow the Julian calendar, which means that Christmas Day falls on the 7th of January and New Year on the 14th of January.
Boyan will sing 3 examples of these carols, the first of which is a greeting to the host and his family as they enter their home to rejoice the birth of Christ. Good evening to you, arranged by Kirill Stechenko, followed by Let Us Boldly Sing to Praise the Newborn King, arranged by Kirill Stechenko. Then, Yevhen Yaramchenko will recite a verse from Monsignor David, the custodian of this church. Translated, that with these words, the bells ring out in prayer to God, to grant Father David good health and long life with all good and holy order, the holy deity and Christ's birth. Boyan then will conclude with a Szczedrivka about
Десь поюще купно і граймо, царя рожденого всі восхваляймо. Поюще, славляще, слава Вовишника, гоюще, слава Вовишника, гоюще. Поюще, Христос народжен,
А за цим словом дзвіночки дзвонять. Дзвіночки дзвонять, Господа молять. Ой, дай же, Боже, золотий хрестик. Золотий хрестик, ключі небесні. Дай, Боже Христе, щастя, здоров'я. Щастя, здоров'я, прибутки добрі. Прибутки добрі і з віком довгим. І з усім добром, і з святим ладом. Святим божеством, Христовим різдвом. Христос рождається.
Славіте Його!
Boyan and Zahrava will now sing probably one of the best loved and popular carols in the world, Szczedrik, or as you may know it, as Carol of the Bells. Written by Mikola Leontovich in the early part of the last century. It was first performed in 1916 by students of the Kyiv University. Then, after the First World War, Simon Petlura, leader of the newly independent Ukraine, commissioned composer and conductor Alexander Koshitz to form a choir and to tour Europe to promote Ukraine and its culture. Without the support of the large Western countries in Europe, Ukraine fell to the Bolsheviks and was incorporated into the USSR. Leontovich was killed by a Soviet agent in 1921, and his music classed as irrelevant to the Soviet Union. However, the Ukrainian National Chorus under Alexander Koshitz was already touring Europe, and one song in the repertoire received rave reviews. This was Szczedrik. By the time it was performed in Carnegie Hall, New York in 1922, it had been translated into several languages. The chorus would eventually perform over 300 concerts in Europe and in the Americas. In 1936, Peter J. Vilhavsky, an American of Ukrainian descent, wrote new lyrics to the anthology's music and called the song Carol of the Bells. The choirs will sing the original relating to the New Year, which in Christian Ukraine was celebrated with the coming of spring in April, and tells the tale of a swallow flying into a household to proclaim the bountiful year the family will have.
I now call on the Chief Executive Officer of the Association of Ukrainians in Great Britain, Fedor Polyak, to give a closing address.
Your Excellency, Reverend Fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the organisers for giving me the opportunity to say a few words. And if I may, I'll begin by saying a few words in Ukrainian, in particular for the benefit of those in the audience and some members of the choir that have arrived in this country over the past year. Дорогі брати і сестри українці, ми раді вас всіх тут бачити серед нас сьогодні на цьому концерті Різдвяних колядок. У той же час ми також всі відчуваємо ваш біль, що ви були змушені покинути свої доми протягом останнього року внаслідок вторгнення Росії в Україну. Ми відчуваємо ваш біль особливо тому, що ми самі, всі з нас, що тут народилися, є нащадками українських переселенців, які також були викоренені від своїх домів в Україні внаслідок Другої світової війни, які опинилися тут на Британських островах 75 років тому, і багато кому з них не довелося дожити, повернутися назад до своїх рідних домів, щоб обняти знову своїх батьків, братів і сестер, рідних і знайомих. Ми знаємо, розуміємо і поділяємо ваш біль. Але надія в наших батьках, дідусях і бабцях на краще завтра для нашої батьківщини ніколи не вмерла. І незважаючи, які важкі хвилини ще стоятимуть перед нами усіма протягом наступних років, ми ніколи не сміємо зневірюватися. Сьогодні, Ми прослухали колядку «Не плач, Рахиле» про убивця Ірода, за наказом якого було вбито маса невинних діточок, що принесло велике горе для батьків і рідних тих, що постраждали. І в нинішньому часі ми є свідками і бачимо новітню подібну картину садистського вбивця Ірода в Кремлі, який позначив кожного українця і його хату в Україні на знищення. Але ми також тут і чули колядку про Вифлеємську зірку, що ясно засяла з неба до землі, тобто про світло правди, яке завжди таки переможе темряву зла і лихоліття. Бережімо цю світлу істину. І так, дай Боже, щоб в Україні засвітило це світло правди, перемоги і миру якомога швидше в цьому 23-му році. І щоб ми усі могли знову обняти наших рідних в рідній стороні. Христос рождається, слава Україні! And now a few words in English. Again, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've all enjoyed this afternoon's concert of Ukrainian carols and that it's given you a glimpse of the depth of Ukraine's Christmas traditions. And before I go any further, could I ask you all to please put your hands together again to thank the Boyan and Zahrava choirs under the conductorship of Mr. Miroslav Uchuk and the Ukrainian School Children's Choir under the directorship of Mrs. Irina Mucha for providing us today with such a fabulous concert. Sad it is, seeing and hearing these beautiful carols, that we almost have to wake up again and remind ourselves of the realities that this historical cultural heritage and its nation spans over 1,000 years has come under a renewed and sustained attack from Russia. For centuries, Russia has senselessly tried to eliminate the Ukrainian nation off the face of the earth, and perhaps most savagely when it systematically, forcibly starved to death millions of Ukrainian men, women and children in what is today known as the 1932-33 Holodomor genocide. But Russia's war on Ukraine today is different to all of its previous attempts to destroy the Ukrainian nation. Russian bombs and rockets, war crimes and crimes against humanity, and its callous weaponization of Ukraine's food and energy infrastructure and all the misery that that's causing is being witnessed on a daily basis by a worldwide TV and social media audience. Nobody will ever forget. And throughout these darkest days in Ukraine, which truly began on the 24th of February last year, we have also borne witness here in the UK to a true message of Christmas, peace on earth and goodwill to all men. This great country immediately took the lead in helping Ukraine to defend her freedom. Humanitarian aid on an unimaginable scale was dispatched to Ukraine and to Eastern Europe, and people of goodwill throughout the UK who opened their doors to accommodate and help Ukrainians fleeing from war. Frightened children found shelter and heartfelt compassion here in a land far away from their homes. Russia's illegal war has also affected us all in so many different ways. There are perhaps thousands of charitable causes to help people in need in this country, with many of the difficulties that people are facing being as a direct consequence of the war in Ukraine. And indeed, we ourselves as a Ukrainian community recently endeavoured to support the local Ukrainian food, to support local UK food banks in various cities across the country with our campaign of hope, simply to help other people eat in memory of the victims of the 1932-33 Holodomor. But of course, our focus today is also on the people of Ukraine, who in many parts of the country are surviving without heat, light, and with very little in the way of food, whilst continually facing the daily wrath of Russia's unrelenting, indiscriminate shelling. Please consider making a donation as you leave the church, no matter how small, to support our Help Ukraine emergency appeal, to help the people in Ukraine survive the winter by providing them with humanitarian aid in the form of food and warmth. Our Help Ukraine emergency appeal, since February of last year, has raised over £3.4 million, and that's been distributed to 3 charities in Ukraine: AICM Humanitarian Foundation, Caritas Ukraine, and the Red Cross Ukraine organisation. Each of them have so far received £1.125 million, and that's thanks to everyone's generosity. And finally, on behalf of the whole Ukrainian community, we'd like to wholeheartedly thank the people of Nottingham through the good offices of Your Excellency, the Leader of the Council, MP, the people of Nottinghamshire and Nottingham and Nottinghamshire, for all of the incredible support that you've provided to Ukraine and Ukrainians in so many different ways over the past year. And in this spirit, we will appropriately conclude today's concert with the prayer for Ukraine. Lord Almighty, protect our beloved Ukraine. Bless her with the freedom and light of your holy rays. Thank you.